a reason we're called the Drama Dolls.
Well, you're going to have to tell us all about that.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
so
let's
much.
jump in here and let's get going now. Before we get going, Doc, you do most of the vocals, right? Or do your kind of guitar and vocals? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. I
Okay.
try to. Maybe I'll scream a little.
We like that.
Scream a little,
Okay.
talk a little, dance a little. Whee!
Awesome.
Tracy and I are the Yeah girls.
Ah,
No, I
yeah.
like our harmonies. I like it when we do harmonies. It's
Yeah,
one of
we
my
do harmonies.
favorite parts is when we were like, hey, let's do a harmony here.
I do too. I like what I've heard. I like your harmonies a lot. I really do.
So funny,
Okay.
like when we haven't rehearsed for a while and then we go into rehearsal and then we go for the 3-part harmony and then we actually do it. We're like, we look at each other like, oh my God, we did it.
Well, in the band I play in, because they give me the Barney Fife mic, you guys. I don't know if you know what that is. Remember the old Andy Griffith where Barney wants to sing real, because I can't carry a tune. I just can't carry a tune. So you guys amaze me when you can do your 3-part harmony. So sing real soft, Troy. Sing real soft. It'll pick it up.
You know, I was in a band. This was told to me a long time ago. Not this band, but one of the reasons, the drama. Apparently, I was the backing vocals, and apparently they would reach over and kept turning me down. Just live shows, they'd be like, "Oh,
Sweet. Yeah. Yep.
that was a fun, dramatic adventure."
I'll bet.
Did you know it? Did you know that? So you must have.
No, I didn't know it. I found out about it later. It was a showmanship clash. Let's just call it that.
Ah. That sounds like a fancy term for something else.
Drama. It was drama.
Drama. See,
Drama.
drama. We don't wish to do. We don't not. It's like, yeah, it's more of like an external force versus an internal force.
Oh, there you go.
The egos. Hey, everybody, we're the egos.
No, that's like kind of a rule of thumb. There's no reason to have an ego. It's a kind of a pointless thing, not in this band. Like the whole point is like we can't take ourselves seriously. So if you have an ego, then you're kind of taking yourself a bit seriously. So it's like we're serious about getting it where we want it to be and we want it to sound like. That's what we're serious about. But the rest,
Exactly.
Confidence. That's what I think, you guys. Confidence.
Well, I think the fun comes through, guys. And the
Oh,
music
yeah.
I've listened, it's fun, and that's what music should be. There's a reason we call it playing. You know, it's fun. It should be fun.
playing in a band.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I do have to check myself though, because I get so into it, and then I remember like the whole reason we started this band was basically to throw up music, you know. And it's like as soon as we start taking it, and we take the music really seriously, but as soon as I start taking myself too seriously, I'm like, I stop it, you know. And I just like let it go, and it's like that's like one of my favorite things, you know, is being able to do that. But you can only do that when you have 2 other people that are sort of at the same place as you. Because otherwise someone like starts bullying you. It's no fun.
No. It's got to be about like, is it
More seriously.
Yeah.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I try to take myself more seriously because otherwise I just stuck around all the time.
There is a lot of fucking around in our rehearsals. I will say that.
Oh, ours too.
No. Scrambles is like the teacher.
I'm the teacher. I try to not be the teacher.
No, but we need you hold us together. You're like you're the glue.
Like sometimes I'm like sitting there, I'm like, finally I have to go, guys.
Come on. Yeah.
Because I'll be like, oh my God, I was playing this video game and blah, 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 blah. And Tracy's like, oh my gosh, me too. And, and she's like, okay, and now we're going to play Stop Fucking With It. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
There is a power with the drums, because that's all I have to do. I have to start going, And they're like, oh.
They don't have a choice then.
Because otherwise you have to go, here, start the song. You sound bossy, you know. The drums just start playing.
Lisa, what kind of kit do you play?
Let's see. I have, the one I'm playing now is a Pacific,
Okay.
which is just a drum set that I've had forever. And it's got stickers all over it. And I have a Tama bell brass that I play in the studio, but usually don't take that. You know, sometimes I'll take it out to rehearse to the shows, but it's a really expensive drums. But it's like when you hit it. Have you ever hit one of those? It's like,
Yes.
it's just like amazing. So it's, for me, that's what I'm playing, and it works for me. So love it.
Well,
and then when I go to Tracy's, like we all have our, like, Tracy's got this other kit that's smaller. So I just adapt to whatever it is. In the studio though, I play the Pacific kit with the Tama bell brass. And then I have like a Sweet Ride cymbal that I just love.
I've got the same cymbal. Now, is this I've got the Sweet Baby. It's 3 rivets in it, 20-inch crash.
I don't have any, mine doesn't have rivets. So
Okay.
it's just like a Sweet Ride. I've been using it. This is my 4th Sweet Ride since I started playing. I just love
Crash
it.
ride. Let's call it a crash ride.
It kind of is a crash ride because, yeah, you've heard our music.
Meanwhile, everybody else in Doc and everybody's going, okay, geeks are talking drums. But we have to. I'm an admin on drumforum.org, and there's a big Chicago show, and we go. So I'm just into the whole vintage scene. But, most of the places we play, we don't even play out hardly anymore, but it's crap stuff. I'm not going to take anything good. I'm not going to take my Camcos or my Rogers or my vintage Luddies out, to get beer spilled on them.
I do have a DW that's here in our studio, but it doesn't leave.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave. Maybe when we do our stadium tour, it will.
Yeah.
There you go.
How did the Drama Dolls come together? I'm sure you guys were all in different bands, but were you all kind of going the same social circles, or how'd you guys get together?
Well, I mean, we're really just gonna have to start it with Scrambles again. I mean, okay, I was a singer of a band called F.U. Mary Lou, and then we played.
Which you should check out. They're fucking insane.
I like the name of it.
And then I met this band called No Small Children, which has an incredibly great lead singer. And I looked at her and she looked at me and we watched each other perform, and I was like, we knew we're going to be friends. I'm like, oh my God, you're going to be my friend and I'm going to be your friend, and we're going to be like, it's going to be awesome. Friends! And then and then some years went by, and I was just doing whatever I do. And then Scrambles, I don't know y'all's story. TK, you want to take?
Lisa and her husband have been producing something in a different band for me that it was just very dramatic. Like, it was a lot of big personalities, and it was a lot, and it was fun. Like, the music was fun, but it was a lot of, everyone had a lot of feelings. There's a lot of
Passion.
yeah, it's just a lot. Like, a lot of there was some drama, and so one day, so that band kind of fell apart because it toppled under its own weight, and so Scrambles called and was like, "You got to come over to my friend Christina's house today. Come over today, 3:00. Bring your bass."
She was suffering. Can I just say, she was suffering. Her band fell apart. She needed music. She's an incredible bass player. She's like totally devoted to all this music. I'm like, all right, I know this badass guitar playing crazy singer, and that's what you need right now. That's what you need right now, Tracy. So I'm like, yeah, meet me over there. We went over Ego's house, and in like literally 5 minutes, we had a song that is still in our set list. I might add.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. JVP.
And it's like, it was like so done. We were done.
yeah.
I was
Never
so
looked back.
intimidated because they were so much more punk rock than me, but it was immediately like, oh, this is what I should have been playing this whole time. I didn't realize, I didn't put it together. This is great.
Found the sound finally, huh?
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
I just realized I just need to continuously be screaming, and I'm great. I'm like the happiest, chillest person if you just let me scream.
Just got to get it out. Just got to
Yeah.
scream.
Let me let it out, and everybody around me is just in a happier place.
But you sing too. Let's be
Yeah,
honest. You're a singer. You're not just a screamer. You're a singer.
I know, but I do enjoy the screaming part. No, but the singing part, I actually am really enjoying too. Like all the new stuff we've been writing and stuff, like definitely a bit more singy, but still, you can't walk away from the screamy.
Well, doing some research, Doc, talking about that is that I know some research on you guys. Some people compared, you said, well, you're kind of like the Go-Go's meet punk, but I hear a lot of the band X in your vocals and what you guys are doing. So I don't know if anybody's ever said that before, but X-Zine, I just love. I worship. I mean, I love X from a get-go. I'm probably older than you guys, but I remember when they first came in.
Los Angeles.
Yep.
No, I love that song.
But I mean,
yeah.
But I hear X in there. Of course, I hear some Bangle stuff, but I do hear some 80s stuff. Underneath, there's some 80s stuff in there that I hear. I'm more of a child of the 60s, but I also hear some 60s stuff in there. I really do, you guys. I mean, I'm not just saying that. I do hear some of that.
Oh, awesome.
That's when you're supposed to say, yes, the Beatles are a big influence. Hi, Ringo.
Oh yeah,
No.
they are in me.
No, they are. I just didn't know
What's
you were
the first song you guys wrote?
only the Beatles.
We like everything. I mean, between the three of us, I don't think there is a style or decade or genre of music that at least one of us doesn't love and isn't into. We don't mean to, like, it's not a plan to smash them all together or use influences or anything else, but we all kind of come to it with our own thing. And I think we come from different musical worlds, so I think a lot of different stuff kind of bubbles up.
Well, Craig and I talk a lot. We're always on the search of authenticity, and you guys are authentic. And I think that's, I mean, Craig, you can say more about it, what we always like to do on the show, but you guys just seem authentic.
Troy and I kind of just spend our days and our free time just looking up bands and trying to find things, and I came across you guys, and he's right. That's what we look for, is authenticity, and you guys are definitely authentic, and you got that sound that drew me in. I already played some of your songs for some of my friends who aren't necessarily punk fans, but they were humming along already by the end of it. So so we drew them in. You guys definitely got a sound that and it's punk, but it has that catchy pop kind of to it too, where it draws you in, and by the end you know the song and you're singing along with it. So
That's awesome.
Well,
Thanks, man. I'm like all excited about this. Like, that's cool. That's cool.
But I am curious though. Don't tell me what to do, Larry. Is there an actual Larry? I mean,
That was like the second song we ever
We
wrote.
can't. I don't think we can really talk about the real story though. I don't know, but there is a real story, and I think it's Larry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's really a Larry.
So what was the first song you guys wrote together?
Wait, what? I'm
What was
sorry.
the first one you guys wrote together?
JPB.
JBB.
I don't think did we put that out yet? No.
That's
I've
on the
not
new
heard it.
record. That's on the record.
Oh.
Okay.
Stands for Japanese businessman prostitute,
I love it.
based on a true story.
Based on a true
All these songs
story.
are based on true stories, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they always say, right? What you know, right?
When I listen to it,
We like to party.
I know there's a story behind every one of those songs.
There is.
But there's truth to them too. There's stories. There's also truth. Like, stop fucking with me. I love that. That is just great. I mean, there's truth to it, and I'm not just blowing smoke, you guys.
No. There's something to it. Sometimes you internally have to say, like, it's more like it's like your internal voice. Let's say your inside voice. It's like the one you can't say. So you're standing in front of somebody, and you're just like, I just want to lose my shit on you so hard.
When you
I
want to
just
scream,
want
but you can't, right?
Right. That's exactly what it's for.
Yeah.
So you just hum it in your head, or you get in your car, and while you're stuck in traffic, well, if there's traffic. Like you get stuck in traffic and just sing it at the top of your lungs. Done.
That's awesome.
You can move on
So-
with your day.
It's fun to
So
play
we're-
that song.
Go ahead, Scrambles. What? I'm sorry,
No,
Lisa.
I said it's fun to play. It's fun to play this music.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yeah. So you guys are based out of LA, is that correct? Okay.
Yes. We are based out of LA. Like we're all like relatively close to each other, so it's pretty easy for us to get together.
Lockdown hadn't been too tough. I mean, you guys have been able to
We have, but
Virtually.
not lately. I mean, in LA, the hospitals are full, so like 1 in 5 people have COVID. So we're not messing around. We haven't gotten together in the past couple months. It's just like it's
Yeah.
much. So we talk on the phone a lot, and we like commiserate and write songs on the. We recorded two songs, guys. Two, right?
Yeah.
Two. We did the drums for 2 songs. We're recording. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
We're recording, and then we just can't wait to be together again. Really,
We're
but,
designed to play.
yeah.
Yeah. Like this is the longest I've ever gone not playing live. I'm always playing in like 2, sometimes 3 bands at once because I just love to just be out there, just working the machine, right? On the road, just meeting everybody. It's
Yeah.
just like, just that's what I love to do. And so this is the biggest pause I've ever experienced, but
Yeah.
I've noticed that creatively I write a lot more. But at the same time, it's kind of life is what helps my material just consistently just vomit. So right now it's a lot of sitting at home songs. I don't know what to say.
Do you guys have any?
Well, I've got to get rid of the go ahead, Craig. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just going to ask if you guys had any plans for, once this COVID stuff kind of gets out of the way, or, if you got anything you're working towards, or.
We've got an album that we're going to release. We're ready to release it. We're just not feeling it right now.
Okay.
It's not a good time to release it right now, but we have a whole record.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's actually 2 EPs, Over the Shoulder, Boulder Holder, but they're all like together.
Oh, that's a
I
great
love
name.
It's like when there were records and there was 2 sides. We have the
Yeah.
A side and the B side.
Sure. Are you going to have a vinyl press of it? Are you going to do vinyl? It's all going to be digital.
See, I am a big fan of the vinyl.
So are we.
I mean, I can't talk vinyl because I'm not fancy, but like I like
I'm a nerd.
I like listening to vinyl. I like the flipping the record over. I sometimes even like it when I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go flip the record over because you hear the
Oh, yeah.
like I like that sound sometimes. Like there's just something that's really fun about it. Like, so luckily there's a record player and a bunch of records that I get to have access to, but I can't talk or speak like, oh, well, this one is from like 1967 and
That's a Monarch pressing from 1968, the Doors' first LP. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can do that talk. I do that talk all the time too.
People like, like it's so far, like I love vinyl, except it's not my life because I just don't have this, I'm just not, I don't have the records. I don't have, I could go there, but do a lot of people buy records on vinyl? Like, is it it's just something that you would do more novelty-ish, or is it like, do people actually sell a lot of records vinyl? I don't know.
Pick
I
back
think they
up.
do.
Yeah, they do. They really do. They do. A lot of shows we go to, they'll do a limited run of vinyl, and they'll sell it at the
They
shows.
sold CDs the last 2 years, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah. Yeah. And now, believe it or not, kids are fascinated by a record. It's an actual physical. The music's on here. It's not digital. It's right there. And holding the album cover. Yeah, I buy and sell a lot of records just so I can buy more. If that makes any sense, because I collect, and kids buy a lot of recorons.
We will definitely be releasing vinyl.
All right, I'm in.
Honestly, that makes me smile because one of my stories, like there was, on Record Store Day,
Yeah.
and so I was helping this band Lone Ship. They did this pop-up record store on Record Store Day, And so I was sitting there and hanging out with him, and one of my friends, because she actually has played with us when we play as a 4-piece, and we sometimes, have a second guitarist, and like she was like, "So, how does this work?" And I'm like, and I was like, "What? What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, what do you do?" I go, "Oh, you don't know, do you?" It was amazing to teach somebody how to put a record on. And it was fun,
Yeah.
but it was still like kind of like, what do you mean?
You don't know. Yeah. What?
I've been trying to get Troy into the digital version of things too, though. I like to send him things so he has to. I'm like, this is much easier. I don't have to bring a record to you. This is the song. Listen to it.
For ease it is. But you guys, there's just a sound. There's something there. So hopefully you guys, and if you do get it when the 2 EPs come out, please let us know. We'll put them on the air. We will definitely play you guys. So
Awesome.
please let us know.
Well, we have some of them already out that are going to be on it. Like, definitely, like, We Like to Parties on the new record.
That's a good one.
Sometimes You Gotta Be a Bitch is on the new record.
Have you guys seen our video for?
Yeah.
Okay, you saw it. Okay, good.
The Dynasty thing, you guys, that was awesome. I mean, I was just rolling. That was so great.
That makes me happy.
That
was totally fun. And it was like right before everything kind of went down.
Right.
So like it just like, so it was like something like a high that we were able to ride for like a few, because like we did that and then We Like to Party and we had just finished recording the record. And so like we were like really excited, and then we just kind of like everything started kind of slowing down and went on a full pause.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so surreal when I think about it. Like when we recorded that video to We Like to Party, it was like the 3 of us over at your house, Ego, and just with all those mannequins in your living room, and just like, and how at that moment, like we had no idea. Like we knew it was COVID was there. We had to be careful, but we hadn't really. We were just on the cusp of it hitting.
Right.
Everything shut down around March.
Yeah.
March 10th, yeah.
It was like maybe a week before everything really fell apart, because it happened really quickly once it happened. It was just like the very first whispers where we're like, what is that? And we were
out there, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny but not funny is all those mannequins are still over Ego's house.
Hell yeah, they are. I mean, we got to do something with it. I have an idea. I still have an idea to do a video for all my friends, and like, I think that because we worked around. Like we did the Yes Man. Oh yeah, Yes Man is also on the new record. That's on the B side, right? I can't even remember. I think it's pretty sure it's on the B side. It's on the B side of the record. But yeah, no, Yes Man, we did that apart. Like we were not together. It was we filmed that during. And so like that was pretty awesome that we were able to do that. And then the intro for Sometimes, we shot that during also. So we've been able to still accomplish things, but a lot of it's also because it's coming and going in waves. So like,
right.
well, like, oh, we can kind of get together, and then like, no, you guys, and then we're like, no, we can get together, no. So it's just kind of like goes back and forth.
That's us, and that's me and Craig. I mean, that's us. It's and the band I'm in too. We've been together. We've gotten together once. It ebbs and flows. So
Troy and I meet up in the driveway, 6 feet apart with masks on, and hang out.
What's the name of your band?
The name of we're not the same band. The name of our band, we go by all kinds of things. Terry and the Pirates, Old School, the Fuckers. I mean, we go, pardon my language, we just go by a lot of stuff.
I think Craig, you're in a band too.
Oh, not anymore. No, I play for myself now.
Oh, nice. That's fun too, though.
Way less drama.
That's right.
Way less drama, man.
I don't know. I get into fights all the time with myself. So
I do in my video games. Not gonna lie.
what kind of video games you play?
Oh, name it. She plays it.
You're a PS5 person, aren't you? Are you
What?
PlayStation? You PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
See Xbox over here.
The only reason is because I was introduced to the 5 and I absolutely like it.
Yeah.
So like I enjoy the 5 a lot, except, so even though I wish there were more titles, but like,
Yeah.
but playing all the up-res stuff is really, really great.
Oh yeah.
So like 4K, 60 frame.
Right.
And it's just like, I know it's just not like, yeah, PC player, oh, we're playing it at 6K, 240 frames per second,
Right.
which is great, but but like, no, it's just like, it's if it's a beautiful game, it's a beautiful game.
Right.
TKO and I have long conversations about it too, and Scrambles has to redirect us many a times.
Scrambles.
Yeah, because Scramble doesn't do video.
Oh, no video games, huh?
Although I got an Oculus for Christmas, so
Ooh.
I'm kind of excited. I've done a little bit and I've dabbled. So, but I'm nowhere
Just
near.
getting a taste. You guys are gonna draw her in. She'll be playing with you pretty soon.
I'm telling
See?
you, Vader Immortal. Vader Immortal.
Scrambles, you and I are the same. I do not do video games. I don't play them. I mean, Pong, maybe. Nintendo Wii, okay.
It's not that I'm against it. I just never got
Me
it. Like
too.
I want to do it. Like I've got the Oculus. I've done a couple games. I'm very proud of myself, but that's as far as I've gone so far.
I'm not coordinated enough to hit all those little triggers and stuff you got to do on the controller.
Well, then you can get a Switch.
We have a
It is
He has one.
so you can play that make it okay for that. Like I can't. I'm a spaz with all that, and there's games that you can play where you can get around it a little. Just so you
okay. Well, now we have Mario Kart. I'm pretty good at Mario Kart. So
Oh,
hey.
see, I'll play a Mario Kart. I got a Switch. We can
Oh,
totally
geez.
do that.
This
I'll throw
conversation, hold
down.
on.
blend it in.
We're talking video game gear. Let's go back to music gear. What kind of guitars are you guys playing? We've heard about the drums. Let's hear guitars.
Oh, well, I'm playing, I guess, against an SG right now.
Okay.
Sweet.
And I've been playing against it. My friend Mia loaned it to me. And, like, I've just been playing it. And I really like it. It's been fun. And then I changed amps. I haven't played it in so long. I'm, like, looking back at it. I'm like, hey,
What
which
is it?
one am I usually playing? But TKO, you have the same one, and I can't remember what it is.
The Ampeg.
No.
The guitar amp. She's talking
No,
about
the
guitar.
Fender. The Fender. I'm
Oh,
playing.
that
I'm
little
playing,
Fender.
I'm playing a
Oh.
Fender Hot Rod.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Punk rock
Hot
is
Rod
it?
Deluxe. Yeah, I remembered.
Like,
Okay, see,
It's so
just a
funny.
look.
We're so punk rock. We don't even know what we play. That's how.
That's punk rock.
Oh no, a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe too. But then I also play on my distortion comes from this rad pedal that my friend's company Steve designed. So that's
Oh,
where
cool.
my distortion comes from. It's called a Liquor Fuzz.
Look at that.
Wah, wah, wah,
I'm
wah,
taking the
wah,
high
wah.
road. I'm taking the high road.
And I play a Ernie Ball Sterling, just like a nice music man. And I have these really cool old Fenders, but I'm just in love with that music man. It's just what I always end up going back to.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
have
it feels good, yeah.
21 Driver and to sound more punk rock.
It's so fun. It's cool. Like we all kind of manage ourselves so well, and then we all kind of push each other so well that it's actually one of the most enjoyable balances I've ever had. Actually, like it's really fun to be in this band, so it makes it really easy to write in the band, which makes it really easy to make videos in the band. So like it's just like the ideas we don't really necessarily shut down anybody's idea. We talk it through, and they're like, cool, let's do this. Oh, well, maybe we'll move that over here and do it over at this time, and so it's just like, I don't know, it's such a good time. I miss you guys.
My internet's starting to get hunky here. So you guys, about the videos, real fast, before I forget. Ingenious, I love the video. I forget that the song was for where you had like the dolls, then you'd cut to the actual hands.
Waiting. Oh yeah.
Waiting room. I don't
Wait,
wanna
what? Wait. I don't want to wait.
I don't want to wait. Yeah. Yeah.
We have the short form name, like for the set list, and then we have the real name. So short form name is waiting room. Set list name, real name is I don't want to wait.
Okay.
So do you guys just get together and come up with these, or do you guys have a director and it actually, helps you set up the videos? How does it work?
I'll tell you, Ego is like a video genius. That's how it works. So like she just gets these ideas, and then Tracy and her get together. Usually I'm like, this is my role. Yeah, guys, looks great. And those two, they spend like hours like that. I don't want to wait. The two of them with the Barbie dolls, and they ordered all these, and they're like playing with the Barbie dolls, and they're sending me pictures of them. I'm like, that's great, guys. Keep playing with those Barbie dolls. And then by the end of it, though, it's a vision that really Ego has. He's really has this like brilliant mind for video. She's made all her videos, and then
Cuts them all together. She does almost. I mean, it's all from her brain.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh.
So, some of them aren't cheap. I know production-wise, like for the Dynasty parody. I mean, that there was some thought and setup gone in there, Doc. I think. I mean, how long a video shoot was that?
4 days.
4
It
days.
was a 4-day shoot. Yeah. It was just kind of. A lot of this comes from the brilliant mind of TKO.
Yeah, TK had a lot to do with that one.
See, like we all have our role. It's like I guess I kind of vomit out videos. Scrambles helps managing the producing the music and just making it happen, making it a real recording. And then TKO kind of is like our, what would you say, our coordinator, our man, helps make it happen. So she's like the make it happen person.
She's a fixer.
We're like, hey, I have this idea. She's like, cool. What day you want to do it? All right, we're gonna do this, 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 and this, and we're gonna just make sure. And those people will be there. You just show up. And you're like, wait, what? Is that okay with you? And then you're like, yeah. It's been about 3 minutes and it's already ready. What?
That's great.
Love it.
That's good. You guys all have your own roles, and that's awesome. It seems like you guys are really close, and it shows in your music. So,
anything booked for this summer for you guys as far as a tour or anything yet, or is it just still too early to tell?
Too early to tell.
Yeah.
Why
too
you
early
gotta
to tell.
depress me like that?
But we
man?
have the clubs, like we have our local LA clubs that we love that, as soon as they're going to say, yeah, we're open, then we'll be like, can you give us a date? And they will, because
Maui
we just have relationships with people. So
I'm hoping you guys make it your way to Indiana here sooner or later.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is touring is like my ultimate favorite thing. We had just been talking to somebody over in Europe like last year. Like we were talking about someone for the summer to do a tour, and then we were just like we picked like a very unusual day, but it turned out to be all right because like everything shut down, so it didn't matter. Yeah. But if it's like, but we've actually been in a discussion with somebody else about a tour, but it's too early for me to even say, but fingers crossed, because if we nail it, it's going to be a super awesome tour. So but we can't say, right. Cause it's like, right. We don't have I want to be comfortable. I see a couple bands I know that are already starting to give dates out, but it's just like, I get it because you have to plan, but then at the same time, so what happens if it doesn't work out? Like there's a lot of setup, and I don't want to set anybody up for to get their hopes up.
Sure. Yeah.
For it to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna happen, and then because it's just like no, just be like, all right, dude, hang out with me. We're gonna hang out. I've been thinking about maybe I should pop online a little bit more and be like, hey guys, let's talk. and so if we did that, just stay with us and we're going to hang out and then we're going to throw the biggest freaking party as soon as we can. Cause it's just like, that's all we want to do is we just want to party with you. And it's just like, get it out and let's party. Woo! And so it's just Tracy's smiling yeah, let's go. And then Lisa was And then, that's what, and then everybody else joining us. Like, that's what we live for. Like, that's what we want to do. And we want to take it to everybody. We want to go to every city. At least I do. Go to every city, go to every country. I want to, take it to everybody and be like, come on, let's party. Let's do this. Let's get this out. And all the time. We like to party. We party.
Well, Doc, I call it communing. We need to get our commune together. We need to get our, us freaks need to get, I use that as a term of endearment. We need to be together.
Yeah.
So is there, is there a club there that if somebody, a year from now sees this video where they might be able to find you in the LA area?
Yeah.
Certain club?
Yeah, well, there's several, but yeah, I guess Maui Sugar Mill is one of our homies, homie
Love the
club.
Maui Sugar Mill.
Yeah, our first show was there. Actually, that's what our leopard prints. We all wore leopard
We've
prints.
evolved.
No,
We're a pretty young band. Like, we haven't been around that long.
No,
We're pretty young, so.
It's just that we've all been playing in other bands for so long, and so like we're all pretty salty.
Salty.
We're sweet and salty. We're like vinegar. Salt and vinegar.
well, when the garage door, when Craig and I, all this lifts, we want to come out to LA, so we want to be sure and catch you guys.
Yeah.
So please share your contact information with Craig, and because I
We've made
definitely
a lot
like
of
staying
friends
in touch.
out in LA over the last year talking, and so we're planning a trip out there once all this gets opened up, and we're gonna put you guys right on the tour for us to come visit. So.
All right,
Oh
so
my
that
God.
means we got to put you on the tour. We have to put your area on the tour for when we
Yes,
come
absolutely.
there.
Yes.
Indiana.
Go to Indiana.
There's a great punk club in Indy called, is it the Melody Inn, Craig?
Melody Inn, yeah, they have punk rock night every weekend, and it's usually pretty
We
good.
could do Fort Wayne, you guys, too.
Yeah, we'll go to
Yep.
Fort Wayne. We'll
And then
find-
Louisville, there's Fort Wayne, Indy, Louisville, Chicago, then Louisville, Kentucky. I'm closer to Louisville than Craig is.
Yeah.
Louisville's
Oh, yeah. I could get us a gig in Louisville, guys.
There we go. Boom, done. 3 shows.
See, we're already working it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get us a gig there. Cause yeah, that's awesome. No, I mean that's the thing is like it feels like half our heart is missing because it's our wings are like clipped, and so we're like in this bird cage. Because we're like, I just want to sing and be out, and then there's nobody, and it was just like. And so it's like, it's cool, like not cool, but like, know, like we're
frustrating
going
for
to
you,
get through
really.
this. Yeah, we're getting through this. We're going to get out of this. And it's going to be just, all I think about is what a fucking awesome party it's going to be later.
Oh yeah.
And that's all that's getting me through this is like, the more we're stuck, the wilder it's going to be.
Yeah.
Renaissance.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, no, so like we're gonna, so yeah, so we're still recording too. So like we're gonna have stuff. So and we have a video. I was thinking about, we have a new video. So I was thinking about, we were just started talking about like maybe we should just dump it.
We should.
Just put it out. Yeah, we'll promote the heck out of it. I mean, we'll
Yeah.
promote it.
Do it.
These
Yeah.
are awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, we have a new video and a new song, and it's just like maybe we should just dump it. Maybe dump the video first and then release the song after. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because it's like it's just been sitting there and just needs to be taken off private.
Yeah.
It just keeps being like, well, maybe not this week. Well, maybe not this week. You know,
Well,
like
see, yeah, exactly. That's why. That's why I'm like, I'm thinking maybe the end of January might
Yeah.
be the best time to release the video and the song. When I'm ready to have a cupcake.
having a-
That's the name of the song, Cupcake.
Oh, okay.
So
We're
when I'm
looking forward
ready
to
to
it, yeah.
have,
I'm giddy with anticipation over here.
Yeah.
It was made in quarantine. Let's just put it that way. This video.
Ah, awesome.
You'll
Yeah.
know that it was made. It will
It's
not be
very.
surprising it was made in quarantine.
It is. It's obvious.
No, made in Rockdown. It was made in Rockdown, you guys. That's
rock
because
down. Ah!
Rock down.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Made in rock down.
All right, you guys, I'm going to have to get off here. I've got school tomorrow. We don't have
Yeah, me
kids.
too.
Lisa, we don't have kids. I mean, tomorrow's our first day back from break. No, we're on the hybrid schedule here. Sorry, that was boring for everybody, but we're on the hybrid schedule. A through L's go Monday, Tuesday. M through Z's go Thursday, Friday. Nobody comes on Wednesday. So knock on wood. But
And that's working?
yeah, it's working okay. It's working
struggle for
okay.
some of the
I
kids.
just, yeah, it's hard on the kids. Yeah.
He's such a wreck right now. I think we can't do it. We can't do anything at the moment. It's just a mess here.
And my daughter's a senior this year, and she's just struggling. I mean, it's no senior year really for her.
That's
And-
Yeah, that's tough.
That's
Yeah.
such a bummer, dude. Like I
Same
can't
with
even
my
imagine.
son. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What did you say, Troy?
That note, let's go. I want to go through real fast, and let's start with Tracy. Let's start with you. Name 4 of your favorite bands, or 2 or 3, or however many you want to.
Oh.
Led Zeppelin, Parliament Funkadelic, Hole, and No Small Children.
Cool.
Awesome. Lisa?
Let me see. I would say the Beatles have to be on my list. I have to say John Coltrane has to be on my list. I have to say probably, I know this is a weird one, but like Jay Mascis and Dinosaur Jr.
Yeah.
Something about that music really just speaks to me. And let me see what else speaks. It's tough. It's tough to decide. Because I'm a band geek, I'm a music teacher, so you like to see the trumpet behind me there. So, I'm talking like John Philip Sousa stuff, Aaron Copland, but let me see, bands. I'll go with Led Zeppelin too. I mean,
Okay.
oh no, how about, oh yeah, Led Zeppelin. Because I love Dave Grohl so much, and I love Nirvana, and I love the Foo Fighters, but I have to go with Led Zeppelin.
Okay. You can have all those. You can pick them all.
Yeah. Okay then.
Grohl is just such a good guy. Grohl is just such a good guy,
Yeah.
He actually sends out copies of McCartney's Ram as Christmas gifts. I just love that. To me, that's just like, wow, that's just so cool.
You know what sucks? Really sucks. I've met him twice, and both times I panicked so much that I was such an idiot that it was embarrassing, like my whole interaction with him. And it's just like, I just hope I can redeem myself.
Totally.
I hope it'll be a third time. What, T?
I was there for one of them. You're totally exaggerating. You were so much cooler, and it felt like you weren't cool, but you were actually cool. You just didn't feel cool.
I was an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know what that magical power to make you feel not cool. Like, you're like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm so not cool now. You're
Yeah,
super cool. You're freaking awesome. Like that's
but
why.
Dave Grohl, man. Next level.
Well, Lisa, I met McCartney, and all I could do was cry.
Yeah.
I was just like, he was like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I
Very
love how
cool.
everyone's like supporting me with their
Yeah.
That's awesome. All
God,
right.
He's got to be so used to it too. All right, sorry, Em. Go ahead.
Right.
All right, Doc, a couple of your favorite influences, your bands you love.
Well, man. So there's like Liz Phair. There's No Effects. I listen to them so much. There's let's think. Well, I don't know how far back I should go because I was a crazy Nine Inch Nails fan
Okay.
for like a long time. And then a favorite for now that's like a present day favorite would be like Lone Ship.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lone
Yeah.
Ship. It's like electronic, like pretty sweet. So like I kind of span the globe. Like I was I was really into 50s music. And like I used to listen to it a lot, like growing up. I still have a lot of the songs memorized, like Name Game Shirley Ellis, let's go.
Oh, yeah, love it.
Like, I know, like, and I still have a lot of those
I
memorized.
can pull out the original vinyl, Doc.
Oh,
I got all
let's
that.
see.
I've got all that. You know.
I know that we grew up. I know that we had like a jukebox in our basement, and when we moved from that house, we took the 45s with us, and that's the thing that I remember. And like, there's actually a song. I feel like it was a Disney record, but it was this 45, and it was like these two girls, and it was sung about a Rolling Stone. They're like, a Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone will gather no moss. And it's just like, I want to find that song and who did it and where is that 45. I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. And so
Okay, so it was a duet between two girls. You think it was on Disneyland Records?
I think it was a Disney song. Yes, I
I'll
think it
bet
was
Troy
on.
has it.
I think
Yeah.
it was a Disney song, but it was just this I'm pretty sure it was a duet, and they were singing. And they were younger, and they were singing about how a Rolling Stone will gather no moss.
Okay, the Muddy Waters tune. Okay.
So,
All right, let me
like,
ask you.
find it for me.
Okay, I will, Doc. I will.
All right.
Okay, now, Exile in Guyville or Chocolate Space Egg? Which one from Liz do you like best?
Oh, I listened to Exile in Guyville
Yeah.
so much, but White Chocolate Space Egg has its own thing. But like, it was really Exile in Guy. And actually, what was that weird? Oh, I have it. I totally have it. It's like that weird one where she does the cover of Turning Japanese with the singer from Material Issue. Like, I love that cover of Turning Japanese. Like,
Yeah.
I used to listen to that EP she did so much. So like, I collected, like, when I would become a fan, I would just buy every single CD or album that I could at the time until it faded out. So I have like these like collections and then a fade out and then collections and then a fade out. Like there's like, like what is it, Delight, like 4 Delight records and then none, and then like 8 Melissa Etheridge records and then none, and then like 5 Tori Amos records, and then like, I have a bunch of No Effects records, like 8 No Effects records, like it's just like 6 Nine Inch Nails, and then you just kind of like slowly like fade out and then find the new obsession. Like I have like how many, I have all the No Small Children albums.
Well,
I was
it's
Sorry, go
like
ahead.
malaria. You'll come back, keep them because you'll come back to them.
Yeah.
It'll kick in again.
Yes,
Never-
the worst is when a bad memory like destroys that record.
Oh, that's
like,
the worst.
Mhm.
right? Like a breakup or something. I was a big fan of this one band from Austin, and like I was just like crazy. And then like I had a nasty breakup, and it took me like 10 years to go back and listen to them.
And it's still tainted, though. The music can still be tainted.
Depends on the album. So I don't listen to a certain album, but I can listen to the first album. So I still love you, Sister Seven. You're still a wonderful, wonderful band.
All right, you
I thought
guys.
of like 30 more, like while you were talking. It's totally listening, but now I'm like, I thought of all these others that I wish I said. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. All right.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank
it's
you.
really nice to meet you, and thank you so much for everything.
We appreciate you guys coming on. We really like your music. So
Well, maybe in a month or two, we'll check back in with you guys, do a short segment with you if you're game for that. Maybe when you get ready to release the 2 EPs.
Absolutely. We're totally down.
awesome.
Yeah, no, it's just, it was just about feeling it out, and it's starting to feel a little bit better. So like, we're starting to feel some positivity.
Well, awesome. Awesome. That's what we love. We need that positivity.
Yeah.
She's like that dance.
Yes.
I'm riding the train. Go ride it. Come on, ride that train. Ride it.
Well, thank you for riding the train right to the garage door. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Okay, you guys, peace out.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was
Thank you.
awesome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.